Hi again, everyone. I'm Ollie Matthews. This is the Narcissistic Resistance, and this resistance video is sponsored by contribution from Anonymous, and here's her story. Hi, Ollie. This is relative quickie, but I was hoping you could speak to narcissistic rage. My in-laws live in a tropical region. My mother-in-law has often worn sweaters in previous visits in August because she's not used to temps below 85. Well, the other night, while we were all on webcam to wish her a happy birthday, they decided to use the opportunity to spring on us that they were planning a visit. They haven't seen us in over 2 years. Part of that was due to my father-in-law going through throat cancer, from which he is in recovery, and the other part is due to them punishing us. You know how that goes. Anyway, so they decided to come visit us, and they said they're thinking about coming in May or June as part of a larger trip. They always combine seeing us with a few other countries, so they can never just come see you, right? They always fit you in, but never go out of their way. So I got into the webcam frame and said, you might want to consider erring more on the side of coming in June, since you've been here in May before and it's still rather cold here. And will be warmer in June. Well, you would have thought I had just told them to go to hell. My narc father-in-law clearly had a bullet in the chamber, because he immediately tossed his head back angrily and seethed behind his teeth as he said they would make their plans however they need to. To my house? What? You're going to make your plan, you need to my place. Slow down, fuckface. See, like, this is your stepfather. He's not even your father, he's your stepfather. He's gonna get the fuck out of here. Make your plans in a hotel. What the fuck? I was just trying to be helpful and thoughtful and think of my mother-in-law's comfort. Oh, yeah, okay, it's your mother-in-law and father-in-law, not your. All right, I gotcha. So it's your husband's parents. All right. I was just trying to be helpful and thoughtful and think of my mother-in-law's comfort, but clearly I am to be seen and not heard unless they want to pretend to be polite at the beginning of a conversation by asking how I'm doing. Clearly I'm not supposed to volunteer anything else after that. Well, clearly your husband's the black sheep, because they only treat spouses of black sheep like that. The entire tone of the conversation changed at that point and ended quickly afterwards. We likely won't hear from them again till maybe Thanksgiving, when they might wish us a happy Thanksgiving, and then again at Christmas we'll have our annual Christmas webcam with them. Yes, I realize I'm fortunate to only have to deal with them in such short doses until this upcoming 2-week visit, of course, where my father-in-law insisted, very gruffly, I might add, that they will be staying at a hotel, then at our place. Good! That's what I said. Why are you making plans in my place? It's where they should have been anyway. And where's your husband in all this? Is he hiding in the corner, sucking his thumb? Why is he letting his parents walk all over him and you? Why? They seem primed from the beginning of the conversation to bring this trip up and seem itching for an attitude about it. It's like they knew we'd be vulnerable, because in our minds we had good intentions by calling to wish mother-in-law a happy birthday, and so it seemed a good time to spring this upon us, when the expectation to have a nice little chat instead of bringing up this visit after 2 years of not seeing one another. It feels like this visit is just to say to the other family that they tried, you know. They made the effort to see us during their world travel. How gracious of them. It's all about how it looks to their cronies. It's never any affection here. Cut this right here. Okay? Because you're right. They are setting you up. And they're setting you up so they could tell everybody they didn't want us there to begin with. They're telling us it's going to be cold and not to show up. Cancel the entire, just I don't want you here. I don't want to sit. And you're going to have to tell your husband, because this is going to end up as in a disaster. I promise you this is going to be a disaster, because they're already telegraphing what their intent is, to cause a major, major issue, to ostracize you and alienate you from the rest of the family. Cut that off. Cut it off. There's obviously history here with your husband's family and him that he needs to stand up for himself for. They don't do this to anybody other than black sheep and their spouses. They don't. There's never any affection here. There was never a mention of "we'd love to see you and the kids, we miss you," or any such verbiage, and there never is, right? And they probably have they have no pictures of them and the kids within 2 years. People are asking questions. You're doing them a favor. You want to spend time with your grandkids, then you come and you spend time with your grandkids. You don't fucking fit us in on your 3-country tour, asshole. How do you think that makes your kids feel? Some afterthought. These people are only good enough to show. They can only show up to see their grandparents can only see them when they go on vacation to Europe and other countries, because they're not important enough to come out and see on their own, right? Is that the message you're sending to your children? Is that the message your husband wants your children to get? Because that's what you're sending to them. Why bother to come then if they're just going to be miserable and itching for an issue? Because it covers many bases. They can be miserable. They can make you miserable. They can still collect their supply. They can come up with a story of blame. They can come up with pictures of, look at us and how much we love them. You're setting yourselves up. You're setting yourselves up for the narcissist's rage. You're setting yourself up, and it'll come. These are the games. These are the exact games my father would play, to a T. I could tell you what's coming, unless you nip it in the bud right now. Well, I'm glad they aren't expecting to stay at our place, but honestly, the whole tone and the narc rage had narc rage written all over it. I guess they're still mad that I'm alive. As always, thanks for your thoughts, Anonymous. I wouldn't have them come at all. If you and your family are not good enough to see on their own without a European trip, then they're telling you're not good enough. Stop accepting the narcissist morsels. Stop accepting the narcissist crumbs. That's what they're giving you. And you're accepting the crumbs. And you're angry crumbs. How much is enough? And ask your husband that. How much is enough? It's not only you and your husband. It's your kids that they're doing this to. And don't think they don't notice, because they absolutely do. So, I hope that helps. Thank you so much for your contribution and your story, Anonymous. I really appreciate it. Thank you to everybody watching. Please leave any opinions or advice in the comment section below. And again, if you want your story read on the channel, you have a topic you'd like me to cover, a narcissist you'd like to expose, you'd like to set up Skype, a phone call, have a private video made, or a Facebook live chat, or you'd like to sponsor a video like this for someone who needs help and can't afford it, or just make a contribution to the channel in general to keep it supported, growing, and successful, because this channel survives 100% on contributions from all of you guys. Without you, all of this goes away. So if you like what you see here and you want to see more videos like this, you know what to do with the PayPal and email links in the description box. Also, please like and share this video wherever you can. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and be sure to click the subscription bell to be notified of all my video uploads. I'm Ollie Matthews. This has been the Narcissistic Resistance. Take care.